Welcome to ZMS Esports Studio Tiny Race Series by Zwift Insider. I'm your host, Nathan Craig, and I am joined by Her Royal Majesty, Holly Bergen. Holly, how are you?
Good evening, good morning. How are you doing, Nathan? Been a while.
I am wonderful. I'm a little bit tired, but I am actually not too bad.
How come you're tired? Did you go out on the...
Well, we had a bit of an event at our house last night. We had about 30 13-year-olds running an absolute muck, so much so, and the house is trashed that I think we're going to have to burn it down and just move somewhere else.
I've heard Yorkshire's quite nice.
Yorkshire, a little bit far, but we can consider it. We've got a great set of races this week. Looking at the maps, we have some newish routes. We've got there the Glasgow reverse, which is a 7-kilometer. I think that's 2 laps of that. Is that, Holly? We've got loop to loop, 5.9 kilometers. Castle Crit in Mercury at 4.9 kilometers, and a brutal finish, Mountain Mash, straight up the hill, 2.7 kilometers. How do you think they're going to go on the last race, Holly?
On the last one, they're going to... It's brutal, isn't it? You're going to pick climbing bike and... yeah, I've only ever done that course once on a workout because it's just horrible.
Yep.
I do like loop the loop. And Glasgow reverse, I was joking earlier, that's basically pedalling backwards around Glasgow.
Correct.
I don't know.
I do like Glasgow. Yeah, Glasgow reverse for me is I love that course. The forward circuit, not so much because of that draggy climb, but this has some short, sharp climbs. I think we're going to see a lot of fireworks happening on those routes, especially that one. Loop to loop is a great one. A little bit you've got that climb just towards the into the rollers there. So that's always going to be a little bit of a trick for some of the riders, especially as they start to get tired. Castle Crit, that's an interesting one. I don't think we've been to Mercury for a little bit, and it's good to see that we've got one of those routes there. I think that one is also reasonably flat, and we're going to see, I think, some movement in the leaderboard coming into that race. But really, Mountain Mash is where the riders are going to hit that pain barrier, hit that pain wall, and really feel it in the legs as they smash it up that climb.
Yeah, what percentage incline is Mountain Mash?
I think, if I remember correctly, it's somewhere around an average of about 6%. I want to say 6.8%. If someone in the chat can reach out and have a quick look on one of the profiles there. We've got Niall Batty in the chat there. Peter, hi Peter, how are you? So if someone can check that out, Peter's great for that kind of back-end crowdsourcing, informational gathering. So this is going to be fantastic to watch. Now we've got some of the regular names are appearing there. Who have you got in the list, Holly? Can you see some of the names jumping out?
In the pen or in the chat?
Mm-hmm. Well, both. In the pen more though.
In the pen, we've got Chris. I don't know. My favourite might change this week, depending on
who you're looking at. Who you're looking at?
Well, I was going to go for Thomas, but he's not even in it. So,
Thomas Sorensen. Yes, he isn't.
Yeah, Thomas Sorensen. So shout out to him because he did race this morning. And thank you, Niall, in the comments. I think, I don't know. It depends on who makes an attack. Whoever makes an attack can be my favourite. There you go.
I think. So yeah, that's right. You love a good attack. A brave bit of racing. Yeah. I think it's really going to come down to that. I think the first. I think race 1 and race 3 might be the ones where those that are going for all 4 races are going to establish themselves and see if they can set themselves up to take the GC after the finish. But it's going to be an interesting set of routes. I can see that Nofumi there, Nozaki, he's in the list there. Henry Lai, he's been a pretty consistent racer for us, which has been great. I can see John Glass was there as well. So that's going to be good to watch him. But we've also got Com Cruises back. Oh, I love that name. G'day, Com. We do have a good, strong Aussie representation here. Paul Wentrock, Aaron Steele, Darren Bramwell, Josh Tonker. So it's going to be great to see one of the Aussies get up. That'd be great. Who else we got on the list there?
You guys have got to be good at something, right?
Oh, trigger warning. It's we're good. We're good at lots of things. We are great at lots of things. I can't tell you what they are off the top of my head.
Do you,
But,
do you know
yeah,
what they
VC
are? Swimming.
Well, swing away from sharks. We do a lot of that. We did win a lot of.
That's why you're so
medals
fast at swimming.
Yes. Crocodiles and sharks, they will motivate you every time. Especially the ones that
on a
can
bike,
eat you,
though.
just take a bite of you.
I think I could beat.
Yeah, no.
I think I could beat a crocodile on a bike. I reckon. I think you could too. We should race each other one time.
Yes, we could do that. I just don't want to have to explain why that my excuse book is only so deep. But no, we should do that. We absolutely should do that. That'd be great fun. Because you're sitting around. What's your FTP at the moment, Holly?
What's yours?
I think I'm sitting around 253.
Okay, all right, yeah, 277. I'm all right then. But what is your sprint?
I can manage. I can top out at 1,000, but I sit around maybe 850.
Oof.
What's yours like?
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to drop you before, not as fast as that. I like to whinge about sprinting quite a lot because I'm not very good at it. I have to drop you before the finish line, though. It's fine, just so I know what I'm doing.
If we were to race each other, what route would you choose?
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire,
obviously.
Yeah, that would be tough, actually. Yeah, I would have a. That was the Yorkshire Com. That's a long, draggy 2.2 kilometer climb up to the banner. That's a tough one.
It's all.
But I think we should organise this. Yeah, you're either going up or going down.
That's it. Yeah, there's no flat. It's up or down, and that's yeah. That would be so much fun. Got to wait a couple of weeks though, but after that, I'm good.
All right, we'll have to tee something up. Bren says, a crocodile can run up to 35 kilometers an hour. Yes. Yep. We can beat them going downhill. They're not great at cornering. It's a well-known fact.
Okay, so a route with loads of corners, and we can beat a crocodile. Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
But as long as they're on a heavy bike. If they're on a light bike, that could be a different story.
Yeah. What about a hand cycle? No, you wouldn't want to be on a hand cycle, would you? Because the crocodile would be like, have your legs off, and then you couldn't cycle at all. So that wouldn't be a very good idea. Have to be like a normal bike. I'm already planning a bike, you see.
And your strategy for crocodiles too.
That's it, yeah. You never know.
Okay. Yeah, so I think the Glasgow reverse is going to be one to watch. That those two little punchy climbs halfway through the course are going to prove to be, I think, a bit difficult for some of the lighter riders. I think the heavier riders are going to be able to punch up those pretty quickly and maybe leave the lighter riders behind them. What bike would you choose in the first race, Holly?
I'd go Tron.
Full aero? Tron?
Yeah, I think Tron, because I don't know actually. No, maybe full aero because it's kind of flat. Yeah, no, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go full on aero. What about that new one, the Canyon 2024?
Oh yes, yep. Or potentially the what was the one? The Dogma that got released. Pinarello that got released as well, which is a good mix between climbing and aero. But I think you're right, though. I think a full aero bike with discs would be my choice.
Yeah.
The same with loop to loop. I think if we have a zoom in on that, again, this is going to be a custom finish. It's going to be tricky to spot the finish here on this one. It'll be some eagle eyes watching this one to make sure that we get that finish correct. But again, it's rolling. It's a little bit punchy there in a couple of spots around those S's. If you're not paying particular attention, you can get caught out there. But you've got that, I think that 1.5 kilometer drag up to the JWB sprint across the bridge. So again, that would be where we're going to see some fireworks starting up, coming around and coming back through the course. So yeah, we're going to start to see some tired legs, I think. And you were saying that's one of your favourite courses.
Yeah, loop de loop. I did enjoy that. I did it in a Zwift games and quite enjoyed it. I liked it because it was different, because it was new.
Yep.
And it wasn't too climby. I still got dropped, but it was fun, and that's the aim of the game,
fierce,
right?
I suspect. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, Castle Crit is going to be a pretty interesting one. Without checking it out too much, I believe that most of those roads are going to be paved. I don't see any dirt sections in there that's going to cause any significant problems. But I know that that climb up to the village is a little bit draggy again. So there's going to be some power being put down to make sure you're staying either with the group or trying to break away from it. Given that it is only 4.9 kilometers, there's going to be some action there as well to try and separate the group from the leaders and see if they can get away with a win. All right, 10 seconds and we are going to head to the pens.
Oh, yep. Off we go.
And get this race underway. Okay, out of the pens. Here we go. Now it's pretty flat for the first. Pretty flat for the first K. Before we attack a couple of the climbs there. Hey Georg, how are you? Thanks for joining. Peter says Castle is terrible. Yeah, Peter, I've got to go with you on that one. It's not a favourite one for mine. Okay, so we're looking at Sira Sieber there. He's been a prolific racer as well. It's great to see him back today. On the front, Turley. Matt Turley from New Zealand. And you're right, there's a few Trons there, Holly. You can see a couple of the guys on the Trons there. Of course, so the blue is the fastest, isn't it?
It is the fastest, yeah. We established that week one. Can you see any blue Trons?
No, I can't. They've obviously made a grievous error there by not choosing a blue Tron. Yeah, which does afford you an extra 20 watts. Yeah. The green's close. I do like the orange. I do choose the orange normally. Yeah, it's been tested.
Well, if you chose blue, you might win occasionally.
Yep. Although I do normally ride the Venge with the discs. All right, we're going to come through around the U-shaped bend here and across the banner for the first time. As I said, this is going to be 2 laps of the Glasgow Crit Reverse. This will be the finish. Looking forward. Peter, we actually had a sensational race here a little while back. It was fantastic. I almost coughed up a lung and lost an eyeball on the way, but you finished first, I finished second.
Oh, first loser.
It was good
value.
Did you
let him win? Oh. Did you let Peter win?
Well, it's not so much letting him win as I was just trying to hold on for dear life. Peter absolutely stomped that race and there was nothing I could do to close that gap down. But we did work together though, so it was a concerted effort to make sure that one of us got across the line first. All right, just looking at Sira Sieber there. Numbers aren't too crazy. I think they're trying to keep the powder dry in this first section of the course, knowing that they've got 2 little punches coming up that's going to separate this group out pretty quickly. As I said, looking down the list here,
nobody's doing any kind of attacks.
No, I think they're just hanging on there for the moment. Nice little downhill before we hit this left-hander. And we're going to start to see some action.
I'm seeing John Glass really pay attention. Oh, there's some attacks here. Feathers.
There we go. Feathers are plenty.
Power-ups.
Yep. Just watching Landry there. There's Matt Turley still in the front, getting some... Yeah. Do you not normally... Have you not raced this route before? Like, no, in this direction?
Not backwards. No.
Okay.
So it's
well, no, you're going forward,
but
to see it. It's just in reverse.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got that's the first punch done. Coming on the left-hander again, we've got a nice little downhill. Going to get a little bit of recovery there. and then it's going to be straight back up again to the next Preem banner, which is just around the corner on the left-hand side. And so those who haven't fired their arrows but are still with the front pack are going to stomp on this one and come through.
Some of them
Looking there, we've got John Glass. Yeah, that would have been my bet. I would definitely have done that. They're going to pick up another power up through that banner. Now, it is only feathers on this course.
Go on. Right. So now we're going down.
No, downhill.
Right, I know where we are now. I need like a map or something.
like the one in the top right-hand corner.
Yeah, like the one in the top right-hand corner. Yeah, like that one.
All right. Watching
so we're about
Chris Keogh there.
Now, so we've got that would make sense that we're halfway because it's 2 laps.
I love it. You're all over this. Your pre-commentary prep has been outstanding.
All
right, so Bramwell there, Heyman. Just watching Chris in the front. Now, it's interesting that Chris hasn't opted to go for an early punchy breakaway like he has been known to do in the previous races that we've watched.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's this off the front? Cowie's off the front. Oh, no, he's not going to. He needs to get back in the draft, I think. There's Cowie from Canada. A few more people hitting their feathers now. I don't know if that's the right place to hit it.
Well, you're going to get another power up coming through the start-finish banner. So it is a little bit draggy here, just coming around this U-shaped bend. We're going to see the start-finish banner. So they're going to pick up another power up through there. We've got John Glass sitting up the front there. Turley, who we're looking at, Chris there at the front. Some orange numbers. There we go.
Darren.
There's some orange numbers that
Darren Bramwell. I noticed he was off the front, and then along comes Chris and like attacks over the top of him. But Darren hung on to it.
Yep.
He put down orange numbers. I watched that. Darren, I think, might be my new favourite. I don't
know. I'm sticking with Chris. I think we're going to see some action here from Chris.
You're going with Chris, yeah.
He's doing your sprint power, but just on the flat.
Yeah. That's my sprint power.
Just keeping them honest. Com Cruise, just looking at Com Cruise there. Com, if you do get to see this stream, we'd love you to drop us a comment. All right, Hack, just on the front there. Coming back down to this little downhill around the left-hand side, around the little chicane. Home of the Zwifty maneuver if you're on the forward. Shout out to Rob Bain there. Okay, the group is starting to stretch out. You can see it. Oh, it's an advanced swifting maneuver, but it only works on the forward course. It doesn't work on the reverse. Yep. It's a spot there where you come around the chicane, and just as you get that little punch, that little rise up, that's where you go, and you catch a lot of people napping. And if you can get the front and hold it, you'll win almost every time. Okay, so we've got some power-ups there. Lots of power-ups. Write that one down.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an interesting spot.
Do you think
again, for me, I'd be holding on to that.
Panic when they hit theirs?
I think you're right. I think you're spot on there. So, and because that first climb is so short, the ones that do use their feather end up wasting half of it coming on the downhill. Hey, Vincent.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. I'd be using it as you turn right into this climb up to the banner here. That's where I'd be using it. Keep that power, keep that momentum coming through, keep your speed up, and it makes this climb so much easier. Okay, so they're through the banner. We've got just over 2 kilometers. Yeah. Just looking at the front there. So Hack is still in the front. Ciro Seaver there on the front as well. Pushing there. They've got some good numbers. 5.4 watts on the downhill. 4.8, 4.1. But all eyes are on Naofumi Nozaki and Chris Keogh. I think they're going to be sitting in the group and waiting for that sprint finish. Ciro Seaver there as well. That's where we're really going to see a whole bunch of... Yep. All right, 700 meters to go.
When are they going to... Who's going to break first?
For that finish. All right, who's at the front there?
They're going already.
Landry,
wow.
Aaron Steele, Long way out, still 500 meters to go there. Brown's on the front.
No,
Hack's
too
following him.
soon.
Nozaki is sitting there in third on the green jersey. Look at Hack go. He's really putting some numbers out now. 300 meters to go. Can he hold on to that? There's only 2 more turns until the end. Pushing on that
Possibly.
pink Tron. He can do this. Can he hold it though? Is he going to get ridden over? They're only
I think he's
maybe
gonna
10
make
meters
it.
behind him. He's going to hold it. He's going to hold it. Is he going to get there?
Oh no!
Nozaki?
No!
No. Aaron Steele.
Who was in the red jersey?
Who picked that one up? Who picked that up?
I think it was.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to. Oof.
Maybe
not
Hack
sure.
got it.
Somebody in a red jersey.
Yes. Just waiting for some of the
Scrolling through
deets
the
to
people. Can I look?
the live Zwift Power information to come up. I think Damon from ZMS Esports Studio is always also working on getting some numbers up for us too.
Yeah.
If you
Massive
haven't had
shout
a
out to
chance,
Damon,
and this is the
by
first
way.
time, if you haven't had a chance or you haven't done it yet, subscribe to ZMS Esports Studio. Damon does a fantastic job. He does all of this in his own time and at his own cost. And he really does put a fantastic production together. So shout out to him. Like and subscribe. Hit that notifications button. You'll get notified of other races coming up in the future. All
I
right.
don't think the guy sleeps.
Looking
To
at
be
the
honest,
list.
he's always doing
Always.
something
Either
with his
if he's not
studios.
live streaming,
Yeah.
he's setting up a new one. Okay, Chad Kirst. Memento Mori? No, Isaac Dunn. Just looking down that list there.
was
Waiting
a
for the
close
updates to come
finish.
through. It was.
Don't know where Darren
How are
was.
we looking? Okay, we've got 4 minutes for the racers to try and regroup and recover before we hit loop de loop. So this is just a variation on, I think, is it, which route is this? This is Watopia Flat, isn't it? But essentially they come around,
Well,
they come over the bridge for the sprint. Yep.
Yeah, and then it just goes like, does a loop, and then it goes back and does another loop.
It does a loop and it comes back.
Yeah.
But you come
very
around
imaginative
at the bottom of that
name.
map there. Yeah. And then you've got that little bypass that was introduced a little while ago, but it is kind of newish as well. So it is a great little course, especially one that's for the heavy hitters, the ones that can push some big numbers and you're looking at probably a good 8 minutes in this one.
8
Telma-
minutes, is that what you're going for? 8 minutes.
I think what would you expect in this kind of with this kind of power that the guys have over a 6 kilometer course, 8.5 minutes, maybe 9 minutes, perhaps. So
I'm going
that's
to
gonna be one to
go
watch.
9 minutes 23.
9 minutes 23. Lock that in, Eddie.
Yeah.
Write
What
that
are
one
you gonna
down.
Go for?
I'm going to go for. I'll just go under 9 minutes. So I'll go for 8 minutes 45,
Right. Okay.
which is probably going to be a lot actually when you consider it's only 6 kilometers. You could be right.
Bren
I think
says
it could
8
be higher than
minutes.
8. 8 minutes,
Yeah,
Brent
what did I
says.
say? 9 minutes. Yeah, I say 9:23.
Yeah, you've locked it in now. You can't change it.
Yeah. I say 9:23. I'm going to type it on the comments so that I remember because I
Yep.
won't remember. There we are.
We'll get the
look.
other people in the comments to.
Right.
Yep. If you're watching
Yeah,
this and
take
you've got
a
a guess, put a guess in on how long do you think these guys are going to take to finish loop to loop. Reasonably flat, a little bit rolling, 5.9 kilometers.
The winner gets a Yorkshire tea bag.
But you got to pick it up though. All right,
Yeah,
I'm going for
collection
8:45. Yep, collection only. It does take a few train
Yeah.
trips to get there, doesn't it?
Yeah, we
All
have
right.
trains here now. They've got electricity and stuff, like running water and things like that.
Oh, it's all you just coming along in leaps and bounds.
I know.
Okay, looking at race 1. All right, that's interesting. Looking in the list there, we've got Ned Bowen looks to be the racer that picked up the first one. Okay. Juliana L. John Verm. EP, welcome back, EP. Naofumi Nozaki sitting there in 5th. Aaron Steele in 6th. Chris Keogh in 7th. Good to see Chris on the board there. Josh Tonker in 8th. Henry Lai in 9th. And Nicholas Fournier in 10th. I didn't see Ned there
Where's
at all.
Darren?
And I'm looking at the, yes, good call. I'm looking at Zwift Power refreshes there. I'm hoping they're on Zwift Power. I just can't see their names at the moment. But I'm sure that they'll pop up, or I might have to look at... Oh, I know why. Hang on, let's have a look at this. There we go. Got it. It helps if I click the right category. I'm looking at all the E categories. Ned Bowen from the US.
New here?
I'm just trying to work out how this whole Zwift Power thing works.
Zwift Power, what's
John
that?
Verm.
Yeah, shout out to John,
EP from
actually,
Canada.
because I see him around on Facebook and things, so...
Yep, from ESRT. Yep, EP there from Canada. Naofumi Nozaki in 5th. Great numbers. So looking across the board, Aaron Steele in 6th, Chris Keogh in 7th from New Zealand, Josh Chonka in 8th, Henry in 9th, and Nicholas Fournier in 10th. All right, guys, we're out of the pens again.
And off we go.
Into the second race. Legs are feeling a little bit tired already. Do you think we're going to see an early breakaway, like straight out of the boardwalk here? Try and capitalize on some of that fatigue that's starting to set in?
I think they're going to push the pace and try to drop some of them that might be napping. Darren Bramwell, yeah. Who's at the... Let's see, John Glass is going, yeah. See, it's a bit of a downhill, so I wouldn't really attack out the pens. Do we know which power-ups? Because they've just collected one.
I'm looking that up as we speak.
Yeah.
But we do have that
people in the comments.
that long drag that comes out of Watopia before they have a left into the S's. So that could put a bit of extra pain into some of the legs that are already starting to hurt. But you're right, we saw John there, John Glass in the front, Aaron Steele, Bowen.
There's already some people falling off the
looking...
back, chasing back on.
Yeah. And that's going to be a difficult ask, isn't it? To burn some matches just to get on the front group. And especially when it's in the wet too, that's always a trick.
Yeah, but when it's raining, it like refreshes you, keeps you nice and cool, you see. Hang on a minute, what's Chris doing? Is he... There
we go.
Darren?
This is the Chris of old we were expecting to see.
Here we go, an EP.
Already
off we go.
stomping
Come on,
the front.
This is
Aussie
definitely
Darren
a place where you can
Bramwell
attack,
from
though,
Cheesecake.
going up here.
Yeah. And EP is pushing some orange numbers there. 6.3, 7.7, 6.7 watts per kilo. That's always
They've
going to
created
put
a bit of a... Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right. Keep going.
They've created a bit of a breakaway here, I can see. They've got about 2 or 3 second gap off the front. But they're going to have to work together to hold it. How many is there? About 6 or 7. Because Fournier's chasing hard. He's got an aero, so Fournier's trying to bridge. John's out the draft. He was chasing hard, but oh, this is a tough one. There's a group of about 5 of them. Come on, Fournier. He's orange numbers here. I'll give him a ride on. Maybe that'll help him like catch them, I think. Probably.
Give him an extra 10 watt boost.
At least, yeah. Yeah. I don't give ride-ons.
But you
out
are
for
right,
nothing,
though. They are. Yeah, they're very. What do you call that when you look after something? They're very well coveted. Thank you.
Yeah.
So pick that up and put it in your back pocket.
Right. Okay,
Peter says we get 2 arrows. Thank you, Peter. Tremendous as always. Peter is in our special comments broadcasting booth. Com Cruise on the front there from Rhino. Looking just to try and get back on. He's burning some matches there, though. I don't know how he's going to be after we get across this climb up to the bridge. You do get a nice little downhill section, though, after you crest over the top of this. So that might be where Chris can try and capitalise on the lead that he's already established.
Just trying to see who's in the front group there. We've got Darren Branwell, Roach, Worm,
Yep. Glass.
Landry. Oh no, he's. Yeah, Glass. Yeah. Oh yes. Sorry. Yeah, he's.
Yep.
That's a nice little group actually, because I can see them all working together. Can they hold it though?
It's going to be a big ask.
Sirasiba's trying to chase on now.
Just crossing the bridge. We will come around through the little Italian village, if I'm not mistaken. Or I could be mistaken. No, that's over the other side, isn't it?
There's a fair few trying to... Sirasiba's like Orange Watts and Nazaki's
chasing trying to get back on.
They're going to bridge.
Yep. And Turley as well. I think they recognise that these guys, if they stay at the front by themselves, I've got this in the bag.
Yeah.
Turley, Aaron Steele, all trying to jump across. Yeah.
The cobbles is an interesting place because does it... Yeah, well, yeah, exactly, yeah. This part of the cobbles, it's still high resistance. Am I right? I know they smoothed some of it out, but I think this part is still... Like it increases.
The rolling resistance does increases a little bit. Yeah, you're right. You're spot on.
Yeah. So if you push it across there, you can get more of a gap.
Or it's going to be harder to bridge that gap if that's what's happened.
Well, Darren, I'm going to give him a ride on because he's definitely doing some pulls and some work on the front, and now Chris is clearly they're all wanting to win a race.
Yeah, this is hot stuff. So Wentrock is trying to get across to that leading group of about 5 riders there. We've got John Glass in there, Verm, Roach in that front group, but they're really definitely trying to shut that down. And of course, they're going to drag along. Yeah, they're going to drag along a lot of the riders behind them too. So Jensen, I bet you'll be looking. He's only 5 seconds behind. Com Cruise as well.
Yeah, Wentrock's trying to bridge. I think he's going to. I think he's just made it back on. Com Cruise is pulling at the. He's not doing the watts to be able to bridge it. He's trying to. He's just dragging everybody back. Yeah. Now somebody else is. Lachance from Canada. He's hit his aero and he's hitting Orange Watts here. So I'm going to give him a ride on because clearly what happens is these people that want to bridge, I give them ride ons and it gives them like extra power. It's working, you see. So
it's the motivation.
Lachance, if he makes it back on, he's got 4 seconds, 3 seconds. You can see him in his sights. He's going to go for it. Do you think he's going to catch back on? Come on, he's got to push it up this.
Yeah, definitely has to go for it. Okay,
come on, yes, he's back in the draft now. Brilliant.
Back up that draggy punch up, 6%. We've got just under 1,000 meters to go. This is where it's going to start getting spicy. Looking at Sirasiba on the front.
They're trying to do a breakaway from the breakaway. I quite like that punch up there, but you've got to keep the power up to get the speed up going down where they are now, because you can do all of the work going up that drag, and if you ease up too much, you've wasted the energy.
400 meters to go. Okay, Chris Keir's in the front, Verm as well, Lachance, Bramwell, Steele, all looking for a spot here in the finish. Nazaki's bridged across, EP's there. There might be some tired legs in that front group that did the breakaway. Firing arrows. Sirasiba there. He just fired his arrow. Maybe too soon?
Sirasiba, hit your arrow too soon, mate. Sorry.
100 meters to go. Now we're cooking. Orange numbers as far as I can see. Across the board. Nazaki there. Bramwell, Roach, all pushing.
Good job.
And custom finish is always difficult because we don't see the banner.
I'm exhausted.
So I'm going to go have a lie down after this?
Yeah.
Just a mid-strength beer and a lie down?
Well, I am, because it's like 10:30 at night, but yeah.
It is 7:27 a.m. here in Melbourne. I'm definitely going to have a rest after this. It's been a long weekend. I haven't had any breakfast yet. I've had coffee, though, so that's the important thing. Yeah. I had my coffee. So looking down the live feed here on Zwift Power, yeah, look, Chris is on the front. These are provisional results, obviously. Chris is on the front. Maybe he got it. EP, perhaps. Lachance from Quebec. John Verm from ESRT. Paul Wentrock, Aaron Steele, and Darren Bramwell look to be heading up that front group with Nozaki and Roach as well. This is going to be a tough one. So Peter, Hack out for the GC. So Peter's already calling Hack for winning the overall GC. John Verm could be the winner in race 2. That's interesting. Now, what times though? Do we see the times that they finished in? We need to know.
Oh.
We need to know. I'm going to see if I can find what John did it in.
Somebody get one of my agents onto it.
We'll get our special comments department to come and check it out. Race 2. No, I'm not seeing numbers just yet. We will have to find that out.
No. I'm checking.
We need to find that out. And you're in the pens.
I'm in the pens because I'm fan viewing as well. And also, I'm telling them that they're actually live on YouTube.
Okay, looking forward. We've got moving over to Mercury. Thank you, Mercury. Castle Crit, 4.9 kilometers. Now, we do have that draggy lead in that red section on the map there. That's all uphill on legs that have already been smashed in 2 previous races. I think this is going to suit Chris. I've got a strong feeling Chris is going to take this one out. I think he's been keeping his matches dry relatively well, and he's going to be looking to try and stamp his authority on this race. Okay, I think if we go to all, we might get...
we think John...
No,
think John won.
John Verm?
Yeah, that's what they're saying in the pen. You know, because I've got inside knowledge and stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You're doing a quick chat around the riders there. Got the microphone out. Quick interview in the pens.
Yeah. Just wandering around them all. You know, how did race 2 go for you all then? Yeah. Like
how you feeling?
I am.
What do you think you? That's just unbelievable. That's just great.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it looks like Aaron Steele, Aussie Aaron Steele is in second there. Naofumi Nozaki in third. He could be setting himself up here for the GC too. Darren Brownwell, I think, in fourth. Again, these are provisional results, just waiting for the details to come in. Nick Roach from the US in fifth. VC Siraj Sieber in sixth. EP from Canada in seventh. And his countryman JM Lachance in eighth. Chris Keogh in ninth. And Paul Wentrock, I think, in 10th there. John just missed out on the top 10 from Zedzana. Waiting for those results to come in. Who will win in race 3? Holly, you are correct. That is the question.
It's kind of flat.
Yeah,
don't know who's got.
Yeah.
Raw Watts.
Who's got the energy to take this one by the scruff of the neck? And I think you could win this one, much like they tried to do in Loop the Loop. Given that it's reasonably flat here, you could win this one straight out of the pens in the first 2 kilometers. Okay, looking down, race 2. Do you want to take us through the results there?
Yeah, race 2. Yeah, we've got Paul Wentrock in 10th. Chris Keogh, who used to be my favourite, but we've got JM Lachance in 8th. Hang on, I have to do the numbers backwards. I should have done this like in order. Anyway, 8th. EP in 7th. Siraj Sieber in 6th. I've got my hand up on my fingers like so I can count. Nick Roach in 5th. Darren Bramwell in 4th. Nozaki in 3rd. Aaron Steele in 2nd. And John Worm, or is it Verm, not sure, in 1st. Well done, John. Although he does say in the pen that he's a bit dead now, so it'll be interesting to see what happens on race 3.
Oh, he's cooked, is he? And looking forward, you'd have to
He is
save
cooked.
some matches there for that last mountain mash climb. That's a 2.7 kilometer race straight uphill. It's virtually 90 degrees. That's where they're racing, straight up a wall. That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
All right, so the
It's gonna
GC
be what's the kilo
overall,
as
John
well.
is sitting in Firth. Yeah. John is kind of sitting in Firth. Aaron Steele from Australia in second. Naofumi Nozaki in third. EP in fourth. Ned Bowen still hanging on there in fifth, although he didn't place in race 2. So hopefully he's still racing in race 3. I'm quickly looking at the list to see if we can see Ned hasn't bowed out. No, he's still there, which is great to see, as well as Nicholas Fournier. Darren Brownwell in 6th, Chris Keogh in 7th, JM LeChance in 8th, Nick Roach in 9th, and fellow Aussie Paul Wintrock in 10th. So there's our overall GC leaderboard. John has set himself up quite nicely there, hasn't he? 35 points.
Yeah, third in the first race, and then won this
25
race
points,
2.
yeah, in first and second.
Yeah, but he is saying that or maybe he's saying that he's dead in the pen to throw his competitors off. It could be like a tactic.
Is it a fake out, do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we're about to find out, aren't
right.
we? Off we go.
Yep. This will be the tail of the tape as they come into race 3. There'll be no hiding in this one. Or there could be a little bit of hiding. It depends on how long this group gets stretched out.
Yeah, you'd want to stay in the middle. Like top third, maybe, just in case.
Yep.
But if you are going to attack, you go... Oh, already seeing orange numbers. If you are going to attack, you do go from the back, so people can't see you. I think Hack's back. Did he miss race 2? Because I think he had a dropout possibly or something. Not sure.
Oh, okay. Looking on the list, I can't see. No, he was in. He did finish. He did finish in race 2.
Yeah.
But
all right.
He finished last. So 2.3 watts per kilo. So yeah, some kind of mechanical there, perhaps.
Yeah.
Hopefully
so he's got to
recovered
make
from that
revenge
and-
now.
He's going to make revenge. He's taking it personally.
He's off. Where
All
is
right.
he?
Okay, so
We've
looking
got
at LeChance there
off
on the front. Pushing that front. Chris is joining him. So
do you think they're
we're
working
saying
together?
that,
Do you think they're on a
do you
voice?
think they have a bit of a
But
chat?
the thing it's Chris doesn't seem to have a heart rate monitor on.
Let's have a look there just while we're watching. No, he's got. I can see heart rate details. Yep.
Oh no,
he's
it's
definitely got a
back.
heart rate
It's
monitor.
back. We're all right.
Yep.
Phew, because yeah.
You're getting worried. All right, so
Oh,
climbing
God.
up to the castle.
Well, I
here.
was getting worried.
This is a
yeah.
tough little section. This is tough. On tired legs.
Jay Hack, I'm
7%.
telling you, off he goes. There we go. He can have a ride on because I've told them they can have a ride on if they do interesting stuff. So off he goes. He's got
He's
a bit
getting
of
some
a
airtime there on the front.
yeah.
He does weigh
What's
70,
his name?
70
Jay
kilos.
Hack?
He is a vet. Yeah, Giuliano.
Giuliano,
looks to be
come
from
on,
Brazil.
Giuliano. Yeah, all the way from Brazil. So what's the time there? Like, oh, I don't know what the time is there.
I would have to look that up.
Don't do
We'll ask
time
our
zones.
special comments department, Peter Dwight, to check out what the time is in Brazil.
Yes.
All right, so
And
Chris
Chris
is
has
joining.
caught
He hasn't
him
let
up.
him.
No,
Hasn't
he's
let
just
him get
drafting
away, has
in.
he? Yep.
Yeah, I thought he was
Sitting
going
on
to
his
attack
wheel.
over the top, but yeah, he's closed down that attack.
Letting Hack
but
do
he's
all
not
the work.
actually. Yeah, I did give him a ride on, just FYI, because he did.
Yep.
He did go for it and close it down. But really, they need to work together if they want to. If they want to keep that gap, they got to take it in turns. You're going to do a TTT style kind of race.
Yep. So, what do you think the
Who do you
finish
think is
time
gonna
here is on
ta-
this one, Holly?
Oh my gosh, 4.9 kilometers. Gonna go with 5 minutes 13. Don't really
Good
know.
call.
It's really hard to.
I'm going to get to judge it, isn't it? I'm going to go with 5 minutes
Yeah.
48.
Right, we got to keep an eye on the finish time now.
Yep.
6:36 in Brazil now. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Peter,
You
from
got to
our
type in
special
the
comments department.
comments. You got to type in the
How long do you
comments
think
what
it's
you
gonna
think the
take?
finish time will be. Yes. And then somebody's got to actually
I better
keep an
type mine
eye
in
on
there.
the finish time. Yeah, you got to type yours in there. I've done
Will you?
5:13.
5:48. I've got no idea. All right, we're looking
It's
at
so
Wintrock.
hard
Who
to-
we got there? Jensen. Jensen there on the front.
There's only
Quickly
one
jumping over
Jensen.
and looking at-
Jensen's in my TTT team. No, it's not different. It's a different one. But surely there can't be two people with the same name in the world.
Zwifting.
Imagine
It's impossible.
That. I know. Goodness me. There's only
All right.
one Holly. They're hitting the draft.
Fortunately,
ones,
there's only
like-
one. There's only one Holly.
Yeah, fortunately.
The real Holly
Fortunately.
Okay, they're going to come through the banner here. They'll pick up another power up. If I had done my homework, I would be able to tell you what the power ups are in this race.
I think it's draft and
but the draft boost.
Draft and because I saw draft before, so it could just be draft boost.
They're
actually.
staying together. They're staying together pretty reasonably, aren't they? Here, there's no breakaways just yet, and we're already over halfway through the race.
I don't think you could actually get a gap now because I think it's too flat.
No,
And you've got
Too
to
flat?
climb up a hill. Yeah, too flat, yeah. Although Chris is going orange watts off the front, so...
so he's looking to open up.
they
Open up that
chasing
front
him.
again. Push
He's-
that front out.
Oh, super tuck! Nicely done! Because you can only super tuck if you are not in the draft.
Yep, if you're on
What?
the front, you can super tuck.
Yeah.
But that group is
Cool.
too close. They've got that draft, and they're going to ride over him.
Yeah, they are. Look at that.
He's going to fall back into the group, but that's okay though. He'll be able to recover there a little bit. He'll sit in there around mid-pack, try and set himself up for this finish, which is only 1,300 meters away now. Okay, we're at 5:32, so your time's out the window, Holly.
Oh, no.
And
What did you put
mine, 5:48. I don't think I'm going to get that either.
Well, you're going to be closest, obviously, because that's your time
Yep.
now. They've got another 900
And by
meters to go.
And by default, I win. Okay.
Default, you win.
That's right. So Chris
Is that how
there,
this
who are we looking at?
works?
Who we got
No.
there? Hack's in the front. So Hack is really pushing this. We've got 700 meters to go. He is already trying to open this front up and push that front as hard as he can. But they aren't letting him go though. So we've
No,
got,
they're not, and it's a draft power up.
Steel. Yep.
Have
Steel
we've
and
got
glass.
Hack going for
Hack
it.
is still.
What have we got?
Brown's
400
just on
meters
his
to
wheel
go.
there. Cassini.
Oh,
He's opened up a sizable gap there.
where is
I think he can hold this.
Darren's
And I
sitting
think-
in the draft? I like his jersey as well. It's palm trees. I like that.
Only a
Yeah.
couple of right-handers around to the banner. Here we go. Can he hold on
Got
though?
100
4-second
meters to
gap.
go.
Brownwell is trying to get
I
across.
think he
Sirius Zebra
can.
as well. Wentrock, yeah, I think he's got this in the bag.
Yeah.
Lachance though.
Well
Can
done,
Lachance
Hack.
get a second? Nazaki third. Ooh, this is going to help Nazaki in the GC. Yeah, so that's going to be an interesting one to watch and see how that affects the GC table. But Hack could be taking this one away. Even though he finished last in race 2, he's finished first in race 3. And
How did he do
he
in
take
race
out
1?
race 1 as well? I was just asking that very question. Let me go
It's
and
almost like
check
we're watching
out
the same thing.
the same thing.
Yeah. It's
The
like
racing thing,
19
that's
watts
it.
per kilo. Wow.
What?
That's what they're
That's
saying in the
outrageous.
comments in the race. 19,
19 watts
I
per
can do
kilo.
like 19 watts. I can do that. 19 watts.
That's not too bad. No, we had
What
Bowen.
drill
That's
does
right.
he
Bowen was
use?
first in race 2. Yeah. Multiple, obviously.
Yeah.
We had Ned Bowen winning race 1, but Giuliano Hack was in second place. So he could
Right.
very much well be setting himself up to take out GC across these 4 races. For those that are new to Tiny Racing, you do need to race all 4 races to be considered for general classification across all 4. You can race individual races, but if you... Yep.
Well, if you don't race all 4, then I will call you out.
And you will suffer the wrath of the Queen of Yorkshire.
That's right. Yeah.
Off with your head? Or was that an
I
English
wouldn't
thing?
like to publicly. I wouldn't. Isn't it a French thing? The best route
Maybe.
on Zwift coming up. Yeah, next. Hi, Niall. Niall likes my jersey.
It is a nice jersey, isn't it? It's a brand new one too.
It's a brand new one.
We can't mention too much about it.
But it's quite. No, it's quite like. I don't know. Yeah, no.
High?
It's too tight.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, yeah.
So that's a national jersey.
But-
Am I right in saying that?
You would be right in saying that, yes, Nathan.
National jersey for the national team.
Looks good, that, doesn't it? Yep.
Yeah, looks good. That.
Yeah.
I look. Okay.
Gonna make a Yorkshire team as well with my flag.
Yeah. Yep. How many's in the team so far?
Yeah.
Niles
got me.
wanting to know what the story is. Yeah. Who else is in the team?
Niall knows the story. We've got me. We've got Tom Pidcock. We've got Niall is also in the team. Shout out to Niall.
Yep.
Yep. We've got me. We've got Tom Pidcock. We've got Lizzie Dagnan. We have. Can we the Brownlee brothers because they are triathletes, but maybe they could. I mean, that includes cycling, so yes, I did. We'll have them. And basically, anyone that likes Yorkshire tea can join.
Can join up.
Yeah.
But so is it a prerequisite that they've got to either live in Yorkshire or do they have to be born in Yorkshire?
You've got to just like Yorkshire and say nice things about Yorkshire.
It's like Yorkshire.
We're not fussy.
All right, looking at race 3, running up the
result.
leaderboard, we've got Darren Bramwell in 10th. Yeah, Chris Keogh in 9th. Well done, Chris. Cassini in 7th. John Verm in 6th. Paul Wentrock in 5th. Nicholas Fournier coming back in 5th. EP in 4th. Naofumi Nazaki in 3rd. JM Lachance in 2nd. And Giuliano El Hack in 1st. So that overall leaderboard is tightening up at the front there. It's a shame that that Giuliano Hack did finish last in race 2. I think this would be a different leaderboard if he hadn't. But John Verm sitting in 1st on general classification. Naofumi in 2nd. It'd be great to see Nao get up. EP there in 3rd.
Yeah.
Aaron Steele in 4th. JM Lachance in 5th. Darren Bramwell in 6th. Ned Bowen in 7th. Chris Keogh in 8th. Paul Wentrock in 9th. And Nicholas Fournier in 10th. So 19 watts per kilo was what they said I saw. I know you were on the ground there in the pens.
Yeah, wandering around
I think
with my
you need to
microphone and
get some
who do we
verification
think
there if we
is?
can.
Yeah, I mean it was just in the chat. I haven't managed to verify my sources yet. But who do we think's gonna climb? Who's got the highest watts per kilo over? It's like 3 kilometers or something.
Over those
isn't it?
2.9 kilometers. Looking down there, 2.7 kilometers. Thank you, Damon.
Yeah, thanks, Damon. He's very good, isn't he?
Bringing that
he gets
up.
the right screens up.
Oh,
yeah.
he's so spot on and quick.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just looking. I just want to see very quickly. We've got. I want to see what weight Giuliano. I think I mentioned it before. He is sitting in at 70 kilos. That's definitely going to help him. But Naofumi, where are you now? Yeah, so 55 kilos. I think this is one for Naofumi to win. I think he can definitely pick this one up. Darren Bramwell is at
Are you
72
gonna-
kilos. Josh Tonker at 75. What's Chris at? 77. But Chris is a younger rider, so he might have youth helping him on the side of this.
But also, they have just done 3 very brutal races, so is it not the case of who's just
Yes.
got enough power left? It might be somebody
To either
that's just been sitting in and drafting and that has the power left.
although these groups have been incredibly fast, and so I think even sitting in would still be taking its toll. Do you think, though, perhaps on this one, there might be just, and I think we saw this last week on the climb up to the Ven Top climb, where it finished just past the Petite Com. Do you think we're going to see someone just smash it straight out of the pens, open up a quick gap, knowing that no one else either has the legs or wants to shut that down, and walk away with the win?
I'd love to see that. Shall I comment in the pens about that?
I think you should absolutely say that. Yep.
Yeah.
The smart money
Polls,
is, guys,
please,
that
Paula.
if you... Yep. Okay.
I can't spell.
All right. Out of the pens. Now, this is going to be a tough race. There's no question about this. It is only 2.7 kilometers. I'm going to go with, because I was close to winning last time, I'm going to go with 6 minutes 25 on this one, because it is uphill.
All right then, 6 minutes 25. I'm going to 6 minutes 26.
That's what I'm sitting with. Oh, you just want to fight, don't you?
Such a competitive sod. Right, here we are then. Right, we've locked in our times.
All right.
Let's go. Ooh, who have we got here off the front? Somebody from Sweden.
Yep. The
How do you
Swedish
pronounce
rise
that
off the
then?
front.
Yeah.
T.
How do Yeah.
Aaron
T.
Steele, John
T
Glass,
from
Chris
Sweden.
Keogh. Yeah, no one's making no one's really giving that start a good thumping. I thought maybe there could be someone that's thinking, yep, we'll crush this really hard at the start and then open up a gap that just can't be shut down. But the group is there. We're still at 35 in this group, minus a couple of ZMS streamers that are on the ground with their cameras. So definitely a good 30,
I'm still
25.
stuck in pen.
Peter says 9 minutes. Going out on a limb there, Peter.
9 minutes.
All right. Yes.
Do you think?
It's a long one. Henry
Ooh,
there on the
here
front.
we
Oh, Hack, here we
go.
go. This is what I
Come on,
expected to
Hack.
see.
Yes.
John's gone straight after him. Chris is there as well, but Hack is out of the saddle. He is pushing, what is that, 10, 11? 10 watts per kilo? The numbers on my screen are a little bit fuzzy. Oh, look at this gap he's opened up. 2 seconds already over the chance.
He's still doing 10 watts per kilo. Oh, he's eased up a bit now
Yeah,
to 7
he's-
watts per kilo.
He's backing it off. Still pushing 600
He's
watts
easing up a
there.
little bit now.
But look at that heart rate though,
gosh.
104 beats per minute. How is that? That's incredible. All right,
Hack.
Hack is still working on the front. Chris Keogh. That's quite low. I don't know how that's possible. So looking at Chris there at 93 beats per minute. Okay, got a slight
Hack's eased
downhill
up a
here.
bit now. He's on it. Yeah, he's gone downhill now,
Yep.
so he's
He's using.
EP.
Okay, so it looks like Chris is 10 seconds behind Hack. There's only 1,000 meters to go in this race already. The chance in third, Glass sitting there in 7 seconds at fourth. So the group has just splintered. So Glass is there trying to shut down LeChance. It's a 7-second gap though.
He's doing
Niall.
crazy watts. Niall, did I miss a comment
Can we
on your
just-
thing?
If Damon can just jump back on Hack there. Yeah, okay. No, there might have just been a delay in some of the numbers. So at 172 beats per minute, He is definitely doing some hard yards here. Numbers are back to orange again. There is only 500 meters to go in this race. Chris is 15 seconds off the back now. LeChance at 17. Verm at 22. And Glass down the list there at 24, 25. Hack could walk away with this win and the GC. 400 meters.
He's doing his heart rate has been really high. I'm fan viewing him. So his heart rate's been really high, and he's
Is this Chris or is this Giuliano? Yeah,
Giuliano
staying on the front here. Yeah, staying on the front here. Good cadence, reasonably high there. Not too bad for the climbing. So he is pushing big numbers. He has backed the power off though. I think he knows he's got this one in the bag. He's got a 20-second gap over Chris
and he's
now.
got 300 meters. So yeah.
Yep.
All right.
But the real fight now is between Chris and LeChance. Keo and LeChance both sitting in second and third. Who is going to go first there? All right, so
I've just given Darren a ride on, so I'm hoping he pushes some watts because the ride on power.
And give him a hurry up as well. All right, so it looks like LeChance has taken over Chris. Or where is Chris? Is just maybe playing a little bit of cat and mouse there. No, Chris is letting LeChance get away with second. He'll pick up third. And coming back down the list there, we've got Verm in orange numbers there as well. 12 seconds.
Yeah, they're attacking. Nozaki's just attacked straight over the top of John. No. Oof. Yeah, there's a bit of fighting going on back here.
Those GC points are still up for grabs, but I think Giuliano has stamped this with his approval. He has taken away a couple of wins in these 4 race series. The GC classifications are going to be an interesting one. Hopefully Nosaki is held on for second or third. But we'll have to wait for the numbers to come through. That looked particularly hard, didn't it?
Look at the time, though. 5:35. I think
we were well off.
Yeah, 6:25 and 6:26, and Peter 9 minutes.
This is technically I'll win again. You're not happy about that, I can see.
In an actual... Well, I'm so competitive, so yeah. All right, yeah, you can win this one, yeah. But in an actual race, when it really matters,
I'll take it. Yep. We'll have to figure this out. I think we need to be the route we choose needs to have. It can't be climbing. It can't just be straight up a hill, but because I won't win.
Oh no, can't be straight up a hill. Yeah, I won't win either. I'm not light. No, we don't want it straight up a hill. It's got to be interesting. Got to have something. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to be a little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Oh my god.
Maybe Titans Grove.
Yep.
There's a downtown Titans. That has a bit of both.
I quite like Titans Grove. Yeah, the rollers and things.
I can drop you on the flat before we get to the climb. Yeah.
Yeah, sure you can. Yep. Okay. Good luck with that.
Not on the climb, but on the flats.
Yeah.
We'll have to.
Thing is, I don't weigh 50 kilos, so it's. Yeah.
You can go.
I'm not.
Kilo for kilo, can you? Well, I can tell you at the moment, I think I'm sitting at about 86.6.
All right, 77.5, I think it is. Yeah.
Okay. Similar.
So, yeah.
But
so I just got to watch the downhills. So I'm just taking mental notes, you see, right? So you can go faster downhills, and I can possibly go faster uphills.
The uphills.
Yeah, and then the flats. Uphills. We got lots of hills in Yorkshire, and then the flats is
nothing's. Yeah, the flats will be a difficult one.
We should get people to suggest a route.
Yeah. Yep. Niall and Peter there. We've got we've got the Brains Trust. I think Peter's already suggested Rolling Highlands, and I just want to shut that down, Peter, by saying no.
Rolling Highlands. I'd do that one. Such a win. Why don't you like Rolling Highlands?
Oh, I don't like any of the Scotland routes. Oh, except for the Glasgow. Well, we'll do Glasgow crit reverse because you haven't done that before, have you?
No. Nope.
No, we're not
doing
doing that one.
No.
You cross that one off the list.
Niall Batty
Bren
wants
says,
to know this.
Innsbruck Ring.
Niall. Niall, we're on the same team, Niall. Just FYI, Niall. You're my new favourite, Niall.
Help me out, Niall.
He's not on your
Innsbruck
team, he's
Ring.
on
Yeah,
my
the leg-
team.
How about the leg snapper?
No.
No?
No. Do you want me
Good
to
1 minute
win
power?
forever?
What's your
If we do... No.
What's your 1 minute power like?
Not as high as yours. I don't know what watts per kilo it is.
Mine's 6 watts per kilo.
6 watts per
My 1
kilo.
minute power.
Oh, let me just check on Zwift Power. Hold on then.
I'm madly looking up your stats as well. Just while we're waiting for the official results to come in.
Yeah, I don't even know what my 1 minute power is. Let's have a look. So what's per kilo?
You went. Where are we? There we go. Holly Bergen.
5.7.
If that is your real name.
That's my real name. 5.7. 445 watts.
Right. Yeah.
No, we're
That'll
not
be
doing leg
interesting,
snapper.
So no, that's it. Cross that one off.
Not doing that.
So
Oh my gosh.
your 5 minute is 4 watts per kilo as well. All right. So just waiting on the GC classification or GC results to come in, but I am quickly jumping onto my profile. Here we go. All right, in race 1, running up the board there, Nicholas Fournier in 10, Henry Lai in 9th, Josh Tonka from Australia in 8th, Chris Keogh in 7th, Aaron Steele in 6th, Naofumi Nozaki in 5th, EP in 4th, John Verm in 3rd, Giuliano El Hack in 2nd, and Ned Bowen in 1st. 8:47 was the race for the first one. What did we say the times were? I might have won that one as well.
I don't think we... I'm just interested in the watts per kilo, actually, because I don't think we guessed that one, no. But just Ned Bowen with his 4.4 watts per kilo, he obviously sat in because that's...
Yeah, really efficient.
Yeah, I like that. I like that efficiency. Approved. Yeah.
That's smart racing.
Yeah.
Smart racing.
Yeah. Good job.
Okay.
Race 2. Shall I?
Yep, go for it, Holly.
Okay. All right. In 10th, Paul Wendrock. 9th, Chris Keogh. 8th, JM LaChance. EP in 7th. VC Cyrus Siebert in 6th. Nick Roach in 5th. Darren Bramwell in 4th. Still my favourite. Naofumi Nozaki in 3rd. Aaron Steele in 2nd. And John Verm in 1st. Crazy what's per kilo.
So we said 7. There we go. 7:34. I picked 8:45. You picked 9:23. That's another one in the bag for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You can have
I'm
it.
nailing this. This is great. I'm just trying to rack the wins up now while I can.
Yeah. Well, she can. Yeah. I've decided I need to drop you. It needs to be a route. We need people to suggest the race, and also it's got to be a race. So it's got to be a.
Yeah.
We're going to be limited.
Is it just the two of us, or are we going to have?
pick.
Or we're going to have others in this as well?
I don't want to race Niall because
right.
I'm not being funny, Niall, but you're crazy strong. So I'm not.
All
gonna...
right. Race 3.
Yeah.
Your favourite Darren Bramwell in 10th. Chris
Yay.
in 9th. Renzo Corsini, the first time we've seen him on the board there in 8th. John Verm in 7th. Paul Wentrock in 6th. Nicholas Fournier in 5th. EP there in 4th. Naofumi Nozaki in 3rd. JM LaChance in 2nd. And Giuliano El Hack again in 1st. Some hard racing. And look at those numbers there. 5.7 watts per kilo. That is just mad.
Yeah, that's 3-second gap off the front as well. All right, race 4. Tommy Brown. I don't think we've seen him on the board yet either. In 10th, Nicholas Fournier in 9th, Nick Roach in 8th, John Glass, good job John, in 7th, Pedro Ericart in 6th, Naofumi Nozaki in 5th, John Verm in 4th, Chris Keogh, second favourite, in 3rd, J.M. Lachance in 2nd, and Giuliano El Hack in 1st with a huge gap of 15 seconds.
And 4 minutes 36, 6.3 watts per kilo. That is just unbelievable. All right. Just waiting for these numbers to come up before I say anything. John Verm there nails it at 9:15. So, Pedro, you did a great job in pronouncing that. Ericart, I'll give you that one. Nicholas Fournier there in 9th. Ned Bowen, well done, in 8th. Paul Wentrock, another Australian, in 7th. And his teammate there, or his countryman, Darren Brownwell, your favourite, in 6th. And Aaron Steele. So the Aussies are representing quite well. Chris Keogh, too, in 4th. Well done. J.M. Lachance in 3rd at 8:75. Naofumi, great to see you pick up second there. In second at 900. And John Verm, 9:15. Whew. Definitely need to have a lie down after this.
It's exhausting, isn't it? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, just watching them is, yeah. So, just want to bring up Giuliano as well while we're talking here. But certainly we do need to get Ocean. So Bren is saying Ocean Lava Cliffside. Yeah, I can do that. That's not a bad one.
Yeah, I've done that one before. Yeah.
Yeah, you know it?
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, we've done it in ladder.
And,
yeah, because it goes up the Dirty Suppressor and then it goes up. It's quite a short route, though. I don't know. How good are you at short routes? Yeah.
Well, while we're talking, I'm just going to bring up the route itself. But look, no, I don't mind. I can be short route's good route.
Yeah, I'm just thinking we could do like 2 laps of it though, couldn't we?
Oh yeah, why not?
3 laps.
Actually,
4 laps,
what do you like?
5 laps.
What do you like at longer distance? I know that you were the record holder for the most TTTs in one day, but clearly there was some recovery periods between those. How are you at a longer race, just in general?
Well, I think I prefer longer races to shorter races. So, yeah, let's go 3 laps of Oceanside Lava Cliffside route, whatever it's called.
3 laps. Well, it is.
That needs to be
one lap is 19 kilometers
on your podcast. 1 lap. Yeah, let's go 3 laps. Yeah. How long? How many kilometers is Ocean Lava Cliffside route? That's going to be one of your quiz questions.
Yep. And for anyone who's watching and does watch my podcast, In the Drops with Rob Bain, it is 19 kilometres. And elevation of 146 metres. So 3 laps is going to be the tough ask.
Yeah,
but,
bring it on.
Yeah, all right. We'll try and set something up. And you do have that climb up to the start of the Epic Com, but you then turn off left to go to the bypass around the cliffside. So I think that's a spot there you could really put some pain into my legs.
Yeah. Bren said, decider on the route is normally the climb up to the bridge on the Epic River. Yeah, because it's so steep. But then the bridge is like 3%, and then it's got like the little punch at the top, and then it's kind of rolling along the top. I do know it quite well. And then you can go down. And
if you do get the lead at the front of the downhill there, you can open up in a super tuck. You can open up a nice gap.
Yeah, if you're heavier than the person you're racing against, I suppose. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can do that route. Just while we're talking about podcasts, so if you hadn't had a chance, Holly has her podcast with Dustin. It's Watopian Weekly. You can find it on YouTube at Watopian Weekly on YouTube or on Spotify. And we've got our podcast, which is In the Drops, at In the Drops on YouTube. We do that live each week. Holly's is weekly as well, so go and check them out. But also looking forward, we had the Assini Women's Race Series starting on the 7th of September. Now, Damon at ZMS Esports Studio is covering this live. He's going to have live point leaderboard for every preem and finish lines as well across all categories. So subscribe, hit that notification on ZMS Esports Studio. You'll get notified of the races, the live streams as they're set up, so you won't miss a single pedal stroke of action. You looking forward to that race series, Holly?
I think I'm going to race it, because it's a women's series and I'm female. So that's... Yeah. But I am Cat C on Zwift, and I am not... I don't race to stay in Cat C. It's just how Zwift has put me in Cat C. So there we are.
Okay.
So I shall go and...
But
I'm hoping actually
you could
choose
to...
Go on.
I was going to say, you could choose to be in Cat B if you wanted, though.
Yeah, I could choose to do that if I wanted to, yeah.
But you're not going to, though?
Well, I'm hoping to, recruit some of the women, and then we can, get a little team going together or something, and we can try and work together and have some fun with it. So,
Get
if you are a Cat C... Yeah, if you are a Cat C, because I ride for Dirt and there isn't many women in it, so if you want to come and you don't have to join Dirt. I'm not. This isn't a recruiting mission, but if you want to come and if you want me in your team or something, I don't know. Let's get a little group of us together and we can work together and plan some tactics and things, because that's always fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can join
I've
Dirt
just
if
pasted
you
a
want,
link to. Yeah. I've just posted a link to the Insani Women's Race Series on ZwiftInsider.com's website. It's in the chat there, so click on that, go along, have a read, check it out. And if you're interested, by all means, you can seek out Holly and work out some strategies. But it is a bit of a shame, though, because you're really racing only for pride on this one, aren't you, Holly?
I might need a bit of an ego boost. After I've destroyed in other races. But it is really good fun when you're planning tactics, and women's races are quite cool because you don't get crazy guys doing 13 watts per kilo in the sprints. I do like to whinge about sprinting.
19 watts in the sprints. Yeah.
Yeah. If you are female and you are
no, you're right.
then come along and join it, because it'd be fun.
Come check it out for sure.
And
it's going to be good to watch that.
Subscribe. Yeah, you need to go subscribe to Damon's ZMS Esports Studio to watch all the action.
Yep.
Because he does do it, like you say, he does do it all off his own back, and he just puts so much effort into it. And it's going to be amazing.
Yep. That's exactly right. So, he does this entirely at his own cost and his own time. So show him some support, show him some love. Drop a comment in the comments section of these videos. Let him know what you think of the productions. They are second to none on Zwift and on YouTube. Certainly one of the best series you can watch. Follow along. So I am looking forward to that. That's going to be great. Although it does start also at the same time that ZRL does start too. So I'm a little bit conflicted there about my time. But I'm definitely going to be staying up early to watch some of these streams.
The Oseni is on Saturdays. So women who are racing ZRL can also race the Oseni races. Is it Oseni or how do you pronounce it?
I think it's Iceni, but then that could be the Australian name. Iceni. All right, Oseni. We might wrap this up here. Holly, thank you very much. As always, it's fantastic hosting with you, and quite a lot of fun. Hopefully, as you did let the racers know that they were being covered, so maybe we can get some more of the racers who have been participating in the Tiny Race Series to join us in the streams or later on in the chat. It'd be good to see, especially Naofumi Nozaki, if we could get him to come along and join us. If anyone knows him personally, let him know that we do this. It'd be great to have a chat with him.
Is he your favourite?
Look, I do like he's just a prolific racer. I think for mine though, Chris, I'm caught between Chris, Darren, and Aaron, the Australian trio there.
Yeah, we need some more Yorkshire people in this. I need to get Tom in on this. He's been a bit busy at the Olympics lately, though, so maybe he's having some downtime, perhaps. Yeah.
I was going to say, he's not doing that much lately, is he? You can just give him a call.
Nah.
He's just hanging around.
Yeah. I'll be like, hey, Tom, you busy? Come race on Zwift. He'll be
No,
like,
Holly.
Yeah, of course, Holly. Yes, Holly.
Yeah. I was in. Oh, absolutely,
Do you
Holly.
remember
What do
when
you
we
need from me? Oh god. All right.
Yeah.
We'll wrap it up there. Thank you very much, Holly. As always, wonderful. Thank you for joining us, Damon. Awesome production. Thank you very much, Niall, Bren, everyone in the chat there, Peter. Wonderful to have you all join us in the stream. It's always a lot of fun there, and we'll catch you in the next race.
Yep. Ciao.